Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Medabots Rokusho's Postgame. In the last part, our search for parts on rally pieces brought us here to Medabot Island, and now we're gonna head back towards where we actually did the tournament way back when to get our next piece. Oh no. It's you! I'm Rio! How can you forget me? And I'll finally get my revenge on you. Huh? Here? Where do you think you are? The final battle waits for you upon the stage. This time we're gonna compete in a Meta Road race. Prepare 3 of your Medabots. Obviously, if you're playing Medabi... Oh man, I gotta do it again. That's not Rio, that's Taconic. And we're gonna be forced to do a Meta Road race. Great. Yeah, they really try to hammer these in post-game. Just try to have as many multiple like types as you can, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, a blistering battle is about to begin. I'm a little shy in front of an audience, but I'd feel lonely if nobody's here. There is nobody here. But this time, the battle is different. A contest will be decided by a Meta Road race. This time the prize will be the Death Laser, left-hand Medabot of the Mega Emperor. What? That's one of the parts on rally pieces. Let the Meta Road race begin. Wait. Oh, hi, Erica. Yeah, I guess we do need a third participant, don't we? Erica? I'm just as qualified as you to be a part of this. Oh, we've got a new challenger. Maybe they will become our dark horse. Let the Meta Road race begin. And I got lucky because I have a lot of sea legs equipped. Meta Road races at this point, though, yeah, but you're probably as tired of me as I am of seeing these. Because there's just nothing really you can do to make these more interesting. At least not without completely changing the idea. The way I probably would have done the Meta Road races is have them be similar to more so the Chocobo races in FF7, where it's one long, non-looped area, and different parts have different environment tiles. So, like, you'll go through an underwater section, a valley section, and such, and you have to make sure to not only pick parts that will get you through the place you might have the most trouble with otherwise, but also make sure you just have good stats in general. Mind you, the Chocobo racing is actually surprisingly fun. It's just the fact that it gets tedious doing it over and over. I had so much confidence that I was going to win this time. There really is no beating you when it comes to Medabots, is there? Oh, by the way, have you been spending time with Salty? I saw him playing by himself by your house. You're spending too much time with Medabots and ignoring your dog. Yeah, I guess you're right. But we took him for a walk last part. I'll spare your life this time. Hey, hey. And we'll never see him again. No, I mean it. That's the last time we see him. Thank God. Okay, the champion is once again Iki. Now here's your prize. Wait. Again? Man, we're just getting interrupted already. Hey, how can you forget me? Things are heating up now. Another challenger has appeared. But a Meta Road race takes 3 people to do. We only need 1 more. Nobody else is around. Looks like there's no other way. I, Mr. Referee, must offer my assistance. I shall be the 3rd person. What? Let the Meta Road race begin. One thing I should warn you, though, about these particular 2 Meta Road races in a row. Make sure you're not on the inside or the, streets environment for the Meta Road race, because Mr. Referee and Taconic or at least Rio, at least I think Taconic as well, all use 3 wheel type parts, wheel type leg parts, so that can be a bit tough to win. With Erica in particular, it can also be kind of hard to win on the plains forest fields due to her advantage with with 2-legged Medabots. Thankfully, I got water both times, so yeah. Also, what's interesting, I think this is the only time in the series, off the top of my head, we actually see what Medabots Mr. Referee himself uses. He uses 3 Rollermans, which, odd. Honestly, considering this is a remake, I wonder if they actually added in any Medabots from 3 onwards in here. You won't beat me. I already have. Multiple times. The winner is Iki. Let's have a big hand. Feels kind of empty. Now, without further interruptions, here is your hard-earned prize. And we get the Death Laser. Have a nice day, everyone! One thing I should mention is that for a while, I'm actually... Man, oh man. I'm actually using the Mega Emperor's right arm on my Rokusho Medabot for a while, but with that, I believe we've also completed the Mega Emperor set. So, that's 8 down, 4 to go, and even then, I think we already have 2 of the Wonder Angel parts, so 2 left. And if you've been paying attention, but there's only one area we haven't been to here in Postgame, and it's the area that I just don't really like going back to too much. It's time for us to finally head back to Mount Adoro. And as for where we need to go this time around, we're heading to a new area for once. Mount Adoro is the only place that gets a new area you can access as a Postgame, but we got hinted towards it earlier on. Ninja Park. I remember we got blocked there by a ninja back in the main storyline, but now we can finally head in here. There's a shop in here, but I don't think you can actually buy anything in here because this guy's got mice in his warehouse. But something that's very interesting is that this place does have a Metalink person right here. Not Metalink, GBA Link person right there, so you can do the multiplayer stuff. So let's just head right on up and see what we can find for plot. What? Huh! Ah! Ow. How close? That close. There's a star stuck in you! Ninja does not feel pain. Farewell. Hold on. I feel as if Iki's really just reaching the ends of his wits by this adventure's end. Ha! Ha! I lost. Don't worry, his back of sword. Ah, it's Tokusatsu. Got it. A long time ago, I used to play pretend sword fights all the time. It's good to be so energetic. Don't you think sword fighting is so cool? I equipped a sword to my Medabots, too. Yet again, weapons being used by kids. This ninja house. If you can find ninja who hide here, we give good Medabots to you. We call this Ninja Hide-and-Seek House Tour. That badge show you win game. You may pass. I think you actually can come here before post-game starts, but it's just not worth doing. Here at Ninja House, we have contest. Once contests start, you no leave Ninja House. You played contest too? Yeah, you should go through left door. Yeah, they totally didn't make these guys stereotypically Asian sounding in their speech patterns, by the way. Rubber Robo Gang? What are you doing here? Robo? Guess what? We get to fight more Rubber Robos! But yay. Robo! I think that off the top of my head, this is the only place Rubber Robos show up in the post-game off my memory. Ah, they got away. Other than River Republic, where our teacher was one, obviously. But this place is pretty important for completion because you get stuff like the Cure Water here. This is the only place in the game you can actually get parts for a Medabot known as Spitfire other than one Metalink battle earlier on. Rubber Robo? It's the Rubber Robos! I'm editing out most fights in this area because we've seen Rubber Robos plenty of times by now. We're going to have some new fights in here, thankfully. A lot of these chests are just empty. The ones I'm opening are the ones that have things in them, be they fights or items. And I think you actually do need to fight all the Rubber Robos in here in order to progress. So make sure you do that. You know, I don't think I mentioned it, but I actually really like the Rubber Robos battle theme. What? You found Ninja? But we actually are getting a new fight right here. The Ninjas. Within the outside area of Ninja Park, there are two new battles for us. The first one is this one against Nin Ninjas. Nin Ninjas are honestly a pretty interesting Medabot. They're two-legged, so they're not going to do too well in the desert here. But their abilities, the dagger arm is a strike type attack. The sword is a berserk type attack. So they're only melee. Their head is what makes them so interesting, though. They're melee type Medabots with a grapple trap ability. Their head is grapple trap, which is not the best thing for my current setup because I have a lot of grapple attacks, but their armor is thankfully low enough to the point where I don't have to worry too much about that. Plus, everyone also has a way to go around the grapple trap, be it shot type attacks like Napalm, or in the case of my Knight Medabot, counterattack. But as with usual, this fight goes on a bit long, so we end up fast-forwarding. Fast-forward theme for this part is the final area theme from Axiom Verge. I think it's called Without Place. And that's a... That game's really good. I only recently played it because I got the Steelbook through my GameStop, weirdly enough. But it's a really damn good Metroidvania. I'll probably get to it at some point. But then Ninja, you don't have to worry too much about. Honestly, the more annoying of the two encounters that are new to Ninja Park, at least in terms of random battles, is the other one, due to reasons we'll see in a bit. Since you can also fight these guys infinitely, you don't really need to worry about what parts you need to win over the others. Plus, you're guaranteed to get a Ninja part no matter what. Alright, continuing on. First off, there is some money inside this, $5, which I think at this point, I forget if I still have max money or not. I actually don't think I do, because I bought the Death Crawlers earlier. There are a lot of repeat fights in here, though. I honestly would have had it so that there were only new encounters here. Either way, one more to go. Rubber Rubbo. It's the Rubber Rubbos. Oh, so threatening. Honestly, by this point in the game, you're probably really sick of dealing with Haniwas and Gorums thanks to these guys. One last chest. But one thing I should mention, I have changed up my setup a little bit to bring in an anti-air part. Mostly just due to reasons of what we're going to be fighting in this. Sasuke, the three ninja brothers, arrives like wind. Do you know the Rubber Robo gang? Ninja cannot feel evil power inside this room anymore. You must be strong like Ninja. If you're strong, you Robattle with Ninja. And now we get to fight Sasuke. We saw this guy earlier, and his Medabot lineup is fairly familiar. 2 Spitfires and a Noctobat. The 2 Spitfires in particular was familiar from a certain Metal Link battle I did way earlier on in the game. This is a pretty dangerous fight, though, because first off, since this is an desert-type battlefield, you're going to be using a lot of air-type legs, meaning you're a pretty susceptible target to the Noctobat, so that's why I brought in the anti-air parts myself to take care of it. The Spitfires, though, are dangerous for a different reason. Their entire idea is using the team attack ability that we saw, like, through the Antackers and Antilgers back in the underground cave. One will use their turn to set up a team attack, the other will target someone and use the team attack. And like I mentioned during the Antilger-Antacker fights, team attack is very damaging, enough to destroy 2, maybe 3 meta parts. Thankfully, though, you don't need to destroy all of their meta parts or even their head to make sure they can't use the attack. All you have to do, rather, is take care of their arms. One arm is the setup, the other is actually using the attack. And it's the Spitfire parts you want to win, because the Cure Water from that chest that we just got a few moments ago aside, and the one Metal Link battle we fought Spitfires inside, this is the only place in the game you can get Spitfire parts. So prioritize those. Save before every boss fight. There are 4 fights with them in this area, so make sure you try to get them. You should only need to get 3 thanks to Cure Water in the chest, though. Gotta say, though, I really like the Spitfire's design. I don't know what it is precisely about it, but I like the whole snaky look. Once you get rid of the Noctobat, this specific fight isn't too bad, but you still want to be careful thanks to team attack just being really brutal. The only other attack, as you see there, is Recover, which is not very important to them. You good, come this way. But what about the Rubber Robos? Farewell! Ha! It wasn't that important. Well, okay then. And now we're heading on over to the next room. Change your legs at this point, because this place is an underwater-type battle environment. Wow, not bad. There's a pond inside the house. I get the feeling someone's here. Someone is. Ah, you surprised me. Goemon of 3 ninja brothers has come. Okay, then I guess we have to get Periscope over to you then. Goemon of 3 ninja brothers has come. And now we have to fight him. His fight is almost the exact same, 2 Spitfires, but instead of a Noctobat in the middle, we got, what's your name? Capalord, I think? Yeah, the Kappa one with anti-C parts all the same. Like with Sasuke, best idea here, bring some anti-C parts yourself and take care of the Capalord before it can take care of you. However, unlike the last fight, the Capalord is a bit hardier in the fact that my anti-C part doesn't immediately target its head. So I'm going to have to deal with that for a little bit. The Spitfires, though, are otherwise unchanged, very damaging, and very annoying if you leave their arm parts around. Try to damage them as much as you can to take care of at least one of the arms on each, so that, in hopeful stances at least, they can no longer set up the attack or use the team attack. I have to admit, though, I really like the team attack. Not so much from an actual usefulness standpoint, but from a conceptual standpoint, because off the top of my head at least, it's the only time the game actually has you be, the player or the opponent, work together as two Medabots to actually try and actively harm the enemy. Because otherwise, your team synergy comes from just using Metaforce as well and healing each other and such. Actively participating in an attack with each other doesn't really happen too often, which is kind of disappointing for an RPG, but no, well. Either way, Goemon, not very different from Sasuke, obviously. The Capilor just was a bit more annoying to me this time around. So, nothing to really fear here if you could beat Sasuke. Obviously, I hope you have some good underwater leg parts, but needless to say by this point, you probably will. But that's not all. Notice how he's still here. I think you can figure out what's about to happen. Goemon of 3 Ninja Brothers has come. We get to fight him again! Yay! You found Ninja. It wasn't hard, dude. You just moved 6 feet to the right. Not much you can really do to hide yourself in that situation. But with Goemon out of the way, we can head up these stairs. Because I think if you try to head up there otherwise, he's like, hey, come back! So let's go talk to what's in here. You are strong. Do you want to be ninja? Let's talk to this guy. Ninja welcomes you. You make it all the way here. Hanzo of 3 Ninja Brothers has come. I be one who fight you. This totally not impression of Hanzo from Overwatch. Time for our third Spitfire fight. This time, though, we actually don't have to deal with an anti-X parts. Because we're on the Valley stage, he decided to bring along a multi-legged Medabot whose only ability is hold off the top of my head. This is probably the most annoying out of the 3 battles, and I think it's also the one you fight in the Meta Link off the top of my head. Because the Octoclam in the center there can obviously make your party members unable to move for a bit. Because of this, Berserk-type attacks can actually be kind of dangerous in this instance, because while their damage is well more than worth it against like the Medabots, particularly the leader, the inability to dodge after attacking can actually do some very bad damage to yourself, situationally at least. Otherwise, though, situations are the same as usual. It's obviously a Valley-type leg up here, say, before this fight, if you didn't know that. And, well, bring in some good legs for this. And that's about all the advice I can give, because we've seen this fight technically 4 times in a row now. Defense parts are pretty good for this, as are counterattack, because that allows you to get past certain things. I think the team attack will activate the counterattack. And nothing else to it otherwise, really. And with that, that's the 3 Ninja Brothers down. Excellent. Ninja has been beaten. You want to say something? It seems as though the Rubber Robo gang has invaded here and is up to no good. Ninja is in trouble. Ninja had Medabots to give you, but Ninja had them stolen by Robo things. Really? Is that so? Somewhere in Ninja Park is one who stole Medabots from Ninja. We also not give Medabots to boy who come before. What boy? I'm gonna go look for him. Gee, a boy in this game that's not named Iki, who's also in the parts on Rally. That narrows it down to 3 people. The Screws, who we've already seen before multiple times. And... hey, Koji. Yeah, I figured. Hey, Iki. I knew you'd come. Koji, what are the Rubber Robo gang doing here? I couldn't plan this better. Catch them, punish them, and then take their meta parts. According to the Rally rules, this is going to be a fair fight. Let's Robattle. We have to fight War Bandit / Simildon and the Rock Flowers again. You win this time. Can't be helped, really. But we get the cherub body part. I'm going to go on ahead. Next time, you're mine. Oh, there you are. Robo. And then he runs over there. You can actually find him over there, but he will not talk to you for some reason. With that, though, that's Ninja Park done. There's only one Parts on Rally meta part left, and we'll get that next part. But with that, time for the other battle you can find here in Ninja Park. Instead of being against ninjas, this time we are facing, ooh, what is the name of this thing, actually? I think it's like Ignite or something? Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. And this Medabot is the exact opposite of a ninja, in that it's only shot-based. Its head's a shot trap. Its arms are, I think, napalm and an aim shot attack, or maybe it's just a normal shoot attack. I forget. Honestly, though, this is the more annoying of the two, mostly because the 100% hit rate of napalm. So that means you don't have a way to dodge some attacks. It's still not too annoying, but it's the most potentially annoying out of the fights you can do around here. I obviously sacrificed a bit just to get a napalm shot in because I don't really need my leg parts at this point in the game, but you might want to play a bit more safely than I do. Napalm is what they like to use more often than not, and it's probably the most annoying out of their attacks because of the fact you can't dodge it, but otherwise, nothing really new here. You can get their parts whenever you want. I'm not going out of my way to grind for theirs because there aren't enough fights left in the game at this point for me to really worry about not having certain parts for. So I'm just going to continue on. But at least I got some decent female two-legged parts. And with that, let's just go around town. Ninja hide in shadow, but ninja so things. Ah. Hello there. Master's back, strain bad, must help. When I get older, I want to be a ninja. No, these guys aren't very good ninjas, kid. They're very obviously in the open. This is traditional home of ninja, but now it is a theme park. Blah. He vanished. I read this a bit too quickly. This is a great little out-of-the-way spot. The ice cream here is the best. This place is so calming. Especially ninja ice cream is so popular amongst girls. Admittedly, a little like mid-forest village like this probably will be very relaxing. Hello there. A ninja Medabot, that's the bomb! I haven't heard that phrase in almost a decade and a half. My grandchild doesn't really care for Medabots, but blah blah. Nothing really important dialogue-wise here. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 6, we're gonna be continuing on the Parts and Rally, going after our last Medapart, and then seeing where we can go from there. See you guys then.